right now. Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2020 CR 2074B, State of Texas versus YYYYY Press. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. Time now is 10:16 a.m. on the 4th day of August, 2021. These proceedings are official, they're on the record, and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. If we could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Travis Banks of the state of Texas.
Anita Perez Garza for the defense.
Sir, are you the same? How do you pronounce your first name again?
YYYYY.
Are you the same YYYYY Press charged by indictment with fraudulent use or possession of 5 to 9 information items? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
I use a function of Zoom. It's called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case. I'll scroll through for you. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do we waive reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that has been signed and dated by both sides. I am doing the same, and I make it a part of the record. And then I'll also note that there is an application for deferred adjudication or community supervision, and I'll make that a part of the record as well. Sir, we're going to go back into share screen. I'm going to show you a document called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. I'll scroll down to electronic signature that I'm using my cursor to circle around. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
By signing this document, you are telling me you understand two things. One, normally we do pleas live and in court, but that you are consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature on this document, as well as all of your electronic signatures in the plea packet in front of me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this document?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent. I make it a part of the record. We're still in share screen. I'm now in another document called the court's admonishments. I'll scroll through for you because it's several pages. But are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Bottom page 3 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And the rights you're giving up is the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea in the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
You've applied for deferred adjudication, sir, and there are risks and benefits associated with that. The benefits are, as if it's granted, that you will not be found guilty of the offense, and instead you'll be placed on community supervision, which if you're successful with that, the case is dismissed. But the risks are, if you're not successful, you could be revoked. And if you are revoked, then you would be found guilty of the offense on that day, and you're subject to the full sentencing range I just announced. Did you understand that before you applied for deferred adjudication?
Yes, sir.
And do you still wish to apply?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. Sir, we're going to go back into share screen. I'm going to show you the plea bargain in your case. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I will let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. There'll be a $1,500 fine. The state is recommending deferred adjudication. Taken in consideration for dismissals and indicted felony cause. State, what kind of offense is that?
Your Honor, that is a, tampering government record, DEF/harm.
All right, is that a third-degree felony?
I believe so. Let me
All right, that
confirm that for you.
it's either third degree or state jail,
We're
but
talking about
somewhere
that.
around there.
The
All
second,
right.
Sorry.
All right, sir. Continuing on, your signature to the left waives your appeal outside of the agreement, but the recommendations are to be placed on deferred adjudication for 3 years, have a drug and alcohol treatment evaluation, and perform 150 community service hours. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions are filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Sir.
I couldn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified in the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual or rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
Yes,
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
You said, please. I'm sorry, sir. Can you repeat the question?
Sure. After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
no objection.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. Counsel, do we waive the pre-sentence investigation report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor. If the court should go along with the plea bargaining agreement, we'd ask that that the case be transferred to Michigan. That's where my client currently resides. And I did discuss that with the CLO beforehand, and she just wanted me to make sure to put it on the record.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Sir, there being no legal reason, according to the agreement with the state, I'm going to defer any finding of guilt at this time and place you on community supervision for a period of 3 years. There's a $1,500 fine. Taken in consideration for dismissal is another cause. I'm going to read you the cause number, tell you the offense, and if you plead true, then I dismiss that case. Do you understand how we're proceeding, sir?
Yes, sir.
Cause number 2020 CR 2072A. State, I think you said this was a tampering with evidence case. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor. And I do want to correct the record. I think I said third-degree felony. It's a second-degree felony.
Second degree?
Just so we have an accurate record. Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. To that offense, sir, how do you plead guilty? Not, or rather, how do you plead true or not true?
True.
And it's dismissed. You'll have a TAP evaluation. You must follow the recommendations. We'll give you 150 community service hours. We'll give you 30 days to verify employment. And I will also allow a transfer to, was it Michigan? Was that the state?
Yes, sir.
All right. And we'll have you discuss that with our probation officer once I finish up here. But is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or the sentencing?
No, Your
Nothing
Honor.
further from the state.
All right, sir. We're about ready to conclude the hearing. And when we do, you have to stay on Zoom because you're going to meet with our probation officer, and she's going to go over the new conditions of community supervision for you. But sir, there's a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain. So you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. There being nothing else from either side, then this matter is now